Hi, this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I want to talk a little bit about love language in astrology. And I want to talk because sometimes when you look at somebody's chart, you can tell, what their love language is, right? What is their greatest need? How do they communicate? What are they drawing for love? What are they attracted to, right? And I have many people sometimes telling me, oh, he's just shy. I know he told me, he really wasn't interested, but he was so nice and sweet, and I think that he's just really shy. I think he's in a relationship with a girl who doesn't love him, right? She doesn't love him enough, okay? And then you look at the guy's chart, and he has, Mars and Aries. This guy's not shy. Hell no. This guy goes for what they want. A man uses his Mars. A lot of people, your action, your energy is your Mars, right? What you're attracted to is also seen for women by Mars, and for men, it's by their Venus. What they're attracted to is their Venus. How they go about attracting a mate is their Mars. And women, it's the opposite. We use Venusian qualities to attract a mate, right? So, women, if you're saying, oh, my partner is too shy to approach me, if his Mars is in a fire sign, he's not that shy. If it's in an air sign, he could be more intellectual, more wanting to communicate with you, right? Direct communication, Mars, right? So if his Mars is in a water sign, then yeah, he could be shy. If his Mars is in an earth sign, he could be more practical and earthy in his approach, like especially Capricorn. It could take him forever to get off his ass to approach you, okay? Yes, Mars and Taurus, they want to make sure, maybe things are secure and stable before they approach you. Virgo, he may want to do something for you to show he likes you. I want to do something for you. And so anyway, I'm just noticing when people look at their partner, they're like, oh, and let's talk about Mars. I was going to do the moon, but we will do Mars. Oops, let me fix this. We will do Mars right now because it's part of the love language, right? We all use our Mars. Mars is action and energy, right? But in a woman's chart, it's what she's drawn to. It's what she's attracted to is her Mars, right? And when a man's chart, it's how he flirts, right? So if you see somebody's Mars, let me see. Here we go. In the first house or in Aries, this person is not shy. They are assertive. They go for what they want. They don't hold back. So if somebody's Mars is in the first house or in Aries especially, they're going to be more assertive than normal, okay? Now, let's say somebody's Mars is in the first house, but the sign it's in is in Cancer, right? This person, well, we'll go through each of them. This is going to be a long video, just so you know, okay? All right. So, okay, if somebody's Mars is in the first house in Aries, they're going to be assertive, aggressive, right? But if a woman has this placement, she is, if a woman has this placement, she wants a guy who's a man's man. And she wants a guy who's assertive and aggressive and is not shy and goes for what he wants. She wants somebody who's going to beat down her door, right? She wants a guy who's aggressive, maybe a machismo type of person could be as well, right? So that could be what she's attracted to. But for men, this is not a shy guy. If you're thinking, oh, he's shy, he's not approaching me because he's shy. This is not a fucking shy person. Sorry. All right. If somebody's Mars is in Aries, but it's in the second house, okay? It's in Aries, but it's in the house too. This person, if it's a man, he really cares about security and stability in his life, and he's going to work for it. He's going to be ambitious, right? He's not shy, and if this is a woman's chart, okay, this is a woman who wants a man who's going to be financially ambitious, going for that, wanting to maybe even be self-employed, right? She could be attracted to somebody who's a go-getter financially, right? So, and yes. So if a man has his Mars here, he's going to flirt by showing he's aggressive, he's assertive. He's going to flirt by showing, hey, this is how much money I made. Look at what I've gained here. Look at, you know, he's going to be showing, I want to say, you know, not only his values, but how hard he works. He's going to show, look at me. I'm ambitious. I'm aggressive. I'm assertive when it comes to making money, right? Okay. So, and he may flirt by showing all the things that he has, right? Well, not that he has, but he may be flirting by showing you, hey, yeah, I work hard. I'm a manager. Or I'm bringing money this way. I'm self-employed, you know, something like that, okay? Now, third house, if somebody has their Mars in the third house, this guy is an aggressive communicator. This person is very assertive and aggressive with their words, right? Can the guy be an asshole driver? Like, yeah, he could be an aggressive driver too, kind of like, you know, this is the guy with the sports car who's, you know, driving down the street and then takes off like a bat out of hell. Yeah, that can be too. I'm not going to lie. But this is also, if you're a female and you have your Mars in the third house in Aries, you really are attracted to a partner who's very assertive in their communication. I mean what I say and I say what I mean, right? They don't mince their words. I mean what I say and I say what I mean, and this person doesn't pull any punches, right? This person, trust me, if he likes you, he's going to tell you. If he doesn't like you, he's going to say, hey, man, I'm not interested. And don't be like, oh, he's just shy. I hate when ladies go, oh, this guy's just so shy. And he's, you know, if his Mars is in Aries, trust me, he's not shy. Especially here, he's going to communicate how he feels aggressively. Can he have bad language? Yes. Especially if Mars was conjunct Mercury in the third house in, you know, in Aries. Yes. Could he be more aggressive with his approach to communicating? Yes. Driving? Yes. Arguing with siblings? Yes. Neighbors? Yes. I want to say Mars is also passion. He could communicate with a lot of conviction and passion in his, you know what I mean? Yeah, and if you're a female, you like this type of guy. That's what it's showing here. Okay. Now, if you have your Mars in Aries in the fourth house, hold on one second. Okay. If you have your Mars in the fourth house in Aries, ladies, this is a person who could be, the guy could be about his home and family, right? He could be very putting a lot of time and energy with his home and family situation, right? Mars in the fourth house. Home and family could be very important to this man, right? And he may be aggressive and very assertive when it comes to his home and family situation, whatever's going on, right? You know, and if you're a woman, you want a man, this placement, Mars in the fourth house in Aries, shows that you're looking for a man who is all about his home and family, right? And very aggressive, very assertive. This is the type of guy who's not shy, goes for what he wants, especially when it comes to home and family situations, right? I know I want to get married. I know, like, this is somebody who knows what they want, right? I know I want this person for my wife. I know, like, somebody who's aggressive and assertive as far as family is concerned, right? Very decisive. This isn't an indecisive person. Wishy-washy? No. Wishy-washy needs not apply for Aries Mars. This is somebody who makes decisions, and I make decisions, and I stick to them, right? So, yeah. And if you're a man here, I feel you could have arguments within the home and family, too. Mars in the fourth house could be arguments within the home and family. But it can also be in a very aggressive, assertive stance in the home, right? I see that as well. It's a lot of passion when it comes to home and family, too. You know, so, all right. Now, oh, the heck? Get a paper cut? What the hell? Anyway, these cards are new. I just cut my finger. Anyway, all right. So, Mars in the fifth house in Aries. Woo. Okay, so this is somebody who, again, ladies, it's somebody who's very assertive and aggressive and goes for what they want romantically, right? With children, creative projects. This is somebody who's ambitious, right? If you're a man with this, you're going to flirt by showing, hey, my children mean a lot to me. My creative projects, romance means a lot to you. You know, this is a guy who's going to go out of his way to be assertive and aggressive as far as, you know, his love for you and maybe showing romance, right? This is somebody also who takes a lot of initiative in creative project. Maybe he's very creative and he's very much entrepreneurial. Maybe, you know, starting his own stuff. Yeah, I started a painting, or yes, I started this, I don't know, whatever it is. But he could be very, you know, I want to say starting something. Aries is the start of something. So this could be, I started this creative project, or I started this, you know, like that show, Daddy Daycare, right? Something, yeah, I created my own daycare. You know what I mean? Because I didn't like what was offered to me, you know. But this guy could be into romance, like spending time with his children, could be very assertive when it comes to his kids, and, you know, a romantic situation, right? And ladies, this could be somebody, you could be attracted to a person who, like I said, is all about their children, means what they say what they mean, you know, a man's man, you know, not very aggressive, you know, not so aggressive. I mean, Mars in Aries, of course, is very aggressive, but if it's retrograde, it's not so much. But I'm going to say that you're looking for a guy who can handle, you know, tough energy. If you're a female and you're in Aries, you may like Mars in Aries, because you know this guy can handle, like, they can handle fire very well. Mars and Aries men can handle fire very well. So this person could be very romantic, very decisive when it comes to children, very decisive when it comes to creative projects, very decisive when it comes to romance. He goes for what he wants. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's very romantic, you know? So that's what I'm saying. And ladies, this could be somebody you're attracted to. Now, Mars in the 6th house in Aries, this could be a man who shows he's interested. He flirts by showing he works a lot. He could be self-employed at his job, right? Very assertive when it comes to his work, his health, and day-to-day activities. He could be in the health field, like doing something energetically, like a workout video, or, you know, like, you ever see the Fitness Marshal on YouTube? It could be somebody who does something like that. This is somebody who maybe does something with their physical appearance. Maybe he's a trainer, something like this, for work. You know, maybe they show their physical appearance. They're very like, hey, here I am, look at my muscles, or whatever it is, you know. And ladies, this is somebody you're attracted to, somebody who's very aggressive, very assertive when it comes to health, work, and their day-to-day activities. And, yeah, this is somebody who you're very much drawn to. Again, Aries, doesn't matter where house Mars in Aries in, it's a very aggressive, assertive sign. Mars in Aries can handle fire very well. So if you're a fire sign female, especially Aries, Leo, or Sag, this is the type of person that would be able to handle a very strong energy female, okay? Can Mars and Aries in general be abusive? Yes, it can, but you have to look at the whole chart, okay? All right. 7th house, okay? This person, if it's a man, he's going to show that he's all about relationships. He's all about partnerships, and he's very decisive when it comes to romance. And, no, he's very decisive when it comes to a partnership. He's not wishy-washy at all. He goes for what he wants. I mean, you know, mean what I say and I say what I mean, kind of a thing. This person goes for what they want, you know. Ladies, if you're having this in your natal chart, you could be drawn to a person who is very assertive when it comes to partnerships and relationships. You have to be careful. If you have this in your natal 7th house, this could be a lot of aggression, or it could be violence. You got to be careful. But this could be a very masculine sign, a man's man type of energy, ladies. And, you know, whether you're male or female, this could be a lot of arguments in the relationship, because Mars is a malefic planet. So sometimes Mars in the 7th house, it's passion, but when there's no passion, sometimes it could be aggression. So just be aware of that, okay? All right. Mars in the 8th house, right? Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Okay. Well, this could be if you're a man and you have this placement, okay? Okay. Men who have this placement could be very assertive and very decisive when it comes to sex and intimacy, right? I know what I want. Right? And ladies, if you have this placement, you may be drawn and attracted to maybe a man who's very, assertive in the bedroom, aggressive, assertive, somebody you find very masculine, whatever you consider masculine in the bedroom. I have to tell you this, if your 8th house is ruled by Aries, this is the placement of S&M. This could be sadomasochism, this could be very much somebody who likes bondage, all that crap. So this could be, this could be somebody who takes pleasure in pain. I'm not going to lie, okay? And it doesn't always have to be bad placement. Not everybody who has this, but it doesn't have to be horrible. But I'm just saying, Aries in the 8th house, Aries ruling the 8th house can more so be this than Mars. If you have Mars in the 8th house, this doesn't mean that you're into S&M, okay? But it's more so if Aries is ruling that 8th house, right? It could be more dominance in the bedroom. Very much so. Aggressive behavior, right? All right. So, 9th house. If you have Aries, if you have your Mars in Aries in the 9th house, well, the man is going to be very assertive in regards to his belief system. Maybe he may flirt by showing you all the knowledge he knows, his philosophy, his religion. He may show that he likes to travel the world, right? And he's very decisive about his thinking, his beliefs, teaching, all of that, traveling, all of these things, right? And as a female, you could be very attracted to a man who's a very assertive, aggressive guy, but who's from a different culture, What is that? This reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger was from, what, Germany or Yugoslavia? I forgot where he was from, but he was from another country, and he comes to the United States, and he's all muscle-bound, right? So it reminds me of this placement, because this placement would be, for a woman, you want a man's man, very manly type of energy, right? But he could be foreign. He could have different beliefs than you, very different philosophy, right? But he could be very strong in those beliefs, right? There's something different about him, but also something very masculine about him too, is what you're drawn to you, right? So that's what I'm saying. And men will show this. They will show, yes, I'm very different, I'm very strong, I'm strong in my beliefs, in my philosophy, and all of this, right? They're going to show you that. And you and the man, both of you guys, male or female, you may love to travel. You may like to want to further your education in a very, I'm very dominant and I'm very sure that I want to finish my education kind of energy, right? Or I'm very sure I want to travel the world, right? So there's something here that's very certain, that's very aggressive, very assertive about something, right? There can be arguments with people in places at a distance too. There can be some, because Mars is a malefic planet, it can have some argument tendencies with foreign people from foreign lands. Can be. 10th house is your status, right? So Mars in Aries in the 10th house, somebody could be very aggressive to, oh my God, I'm going to reach the top, right? Maybe, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm going to show you as a man, I'm going to show you that I have achieved this big house, this big car, this yacht. They're going to show all of their achievements, all of, to show their status, right? But they could be very, have a lot of energy to reach the top, right? And Mars and Aries, can they take shortcuts to reach the top? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, yeah. Yes. Aggressive, assertive. I'm going to be very aggressive and very assertive to reach the top, right? And the way the man will flirt is, like I said, showing you, yeah, in 3 years, I guess this is all I've accomplished. I've done all this, and I'm still going, and I'm going to, very much status could be very important to this person, right? Ladies, if you have this placement, you could be very attracted to a man who is going somewhere in life. Are you attracted to the janitor? Maybe not. Even if the janitor is all manly and muscle bound, you're not like, nah, you know, you're attracted to this guy's status in some way, shape, or form, and the fact that he is very masculine, right? So it's not just the masculinity, it's the status. So in other words, oh yeah, he looks like how do I explain this? Okay, for example, Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor of California, right? So maybe you're attracted, oh, wow, he became the governor of California. Oh, my God, and he's muscle bound. Great. That would be a Mars in the 10th house in Aries dream, right? So it's not only the physicality of strength, but it's also they're going places in life, right? Yeah, you may be attracted to the title, right? All right, so here we go. Now we have Mars in and the guy is going to show this as well. Mars in the 11th house, right? So if you have Mars in the 11th house, if you're a man, you're going to show that your friends, groups, and organizations are important to you, right? And you could be very assertive and aggressive within these organizations. There can be some arguments with some of these organizations as well, okay? Because Mars, like I said, is a malefic planet. Women, if you have this, you want a lover you want a partner who's a friend. You're attracted to a guy who's going to not only be assertive, aggressive, I know what I want, I say what I mean what I say, but you're also going to be attracted to somebody who's also a friend to you, right? Somebody who's a friend. And you may have, as a female, you may have some arguments with friends, groups, and organizations in your life as well. But you're attracted to somebody who's also a friend, but also very assertive, right? If you have this placement. Now, if you have this in the 12th house, Mars in the 12th house, the guy. Now, this can be possibly somebody who could be relatively shy. Because a man or a woman in this area, remember, anything in the 12th house is kind of like in jail. It's kind of like it's repressed energy. So Mars in the 12th house is repressed energy. So this guy may not take action right away, especially if he digs you. If his Mars is in Aries and he's like, yeah, I love that person, I don't know, Tiffany. I love her, but I'm not going to go for her just yet. I'm going to hold back. And for some reason, this repressed energy is holding back and holding back and holding back. Somebody with Mars in the 12th house could have very, tired energy. They could feel tired a lot, need more rest than normal, than other people. But also, it's also repressed energy. And what happens is when this energy is so repressed in the 12th house, they could explode, especially in Aries. Like, I bit my tongue, and I bit my tongue, and I bit my tongue, and I'm going to bite your head off. You know what I mean? That's repressed energy. So, and it could also be secretive energy, too. This person is very secret and private with their actions, with their energy, whether you're male or female, right? Now, if you're a woman, you could be very attracted to a man who's mysterious, tall, dark, and handsome. I don't know everything about him. He's kind of mysterious to me. And you may be attracted to unavailable men. So you need to be cautious and cognizant of going for unavailable types if your Mars is in the 12th house, okay? You could be attracted to a man's man, like aggressive, somebody who's aggressive, somebody who's assertive, somebody who goes for what they want, somebody who has physical strength, okay? But what you may do is be like, oh, this guy, you may be really drawn to this person's strength and their maybe appearance, but they may not be totally available. I'm going to tell you, you could also be attracted to somebody through a blind date. I really don't know them very well, but, it's kind of a mystery. You may like the mystery a little bit. You may like somebody who's not fully available, and you really need to know in your chart, look in your chart. I want to say if you have this placement, look if you have Saturn retrograde by chance. Or if mother or moon, sun or moon placements, if somebody wasn't always giving you the validation you needed, mother or father, because it could be the reason you're going for unavailable types. It's because deep down there's commitment issues maybe in you. See if you have Saturn retrograde. Anyway, not everybody who has this is going to have Saturn retrograde, but a lot of people who have this could be, this also applies if the ruler to your 7th house of marriage is in the 12th house. the ruler to your 7th house of marriage is in the 12th house, you may very well be drawn to a person who's unavailable. Like maybe they're married, or, you know, you have to look at why you're going for unavailable types. You know what I mean? A lot of times it has stuff to do with Saturn retrograde, but I have done a whole other video on Saturn retrograde, so look at that as well. Okay? So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. And yeah. So anyway, this is my, now we are going to do, I'll do a whole series on these, you guys. I'm going to do the sun. I'm going to do the moon, which is a partner's emotions, what their greatest need is as well. I'm going to do Mercury, communication, how you communicate versus how they communicate through the signs, right? But yeah, let me just do this really fast, okay? Well, this is Mars Aries, right? Let me see this video. How long is it? Yeah, this video is already pretty long. So this will be my Mars and Aries, and then I will do other signs. Mars, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and I'll go through each of the houses, and we'll talk exactly how somebody, now remember, women, this is what you're attracted to, Mars, and men, this is how they use their energy, okay? So I'm going to think if I go through each and every sign. Yeah, I guess, you know, this is a long video. So what I will do is I'll stop it now, and then I will do Taurus through the houses next, and so on, okay? Let me know if you like these videos. I'm planning on doing the moon too. The moon's your greatest need, right? It's how somebody handles their emotions. Mercury is how they communicate versus how you communicate, right? Venus is how women flirt, and it's what men want. Maybe we should do Venus after Mars. But anyway, it's important to know, because when you do an astrology chart, you know, you got to look at, well, how does this person handle his emotions, and how does she? Well, how does this person communicate versus how does she? Okay? And I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, okay, well, where's this person's Mars? How is he using his energy, and how is she using hers, and what's she attracted to? And I look at that 5th house of attraction too. Then I look at the 7th house of marriage. What are you drawing in versus what are they drawing in for marriage, right? Then I look at your planets together, and I look at, okay, is this karmic? Is this, you know, how are you affecting each other? Are you triggering each other in the wrong ways, or are you triggering each other in the right ways? You know, and sometimes we just need to learn somebody's love language, right? Anyway, I'm going to do a love language series because it's so important to know the astrology. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you like this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.